In this video, you will learn how to make a 5-frame and a 10-frame out of an egg carton with just an egg carton and some scissors.
Now I'm going to show you how to make your very own 5-frame and your very own 10-frame. If you have an egg carton that fits 18 eggs, then you will be able to make both with the same egg carton. Now make sure before you get that egg carton to ask a parent, because it has to be empty. You can't use an egg carton that still has eggs in it. The best kind of egg carton to use is the styrofoam egg carton because it's easier to cut. All right, now we're ready to start making our 5-frame and our 10-frame. First, I'm going to do the 5-frame. So I'm going to open up the egg carton and I'm going to cut along here to take off the top. I've got my scissors. Make sure you ask permission to use the scissors before you do this. And then you're going to cut down the crease on the egg carton, like that. If you have trouble cutting, make sure to ask an adult. And there, I have the top. I don't need the top right now, so I'm going to put it to the side. On the bottom of the egg carton, it also has a lip, so you want to cut that off as well. So I'm going to cut down the crease like this and get rid of that lip, so I don't need it. There we go. Now I just have the bottom of the egg carton. Now we're going to make the 5-frame first. So it's called a 5-frame because it has 5 spaces. So I'm going to count out 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you want to have the spaces in a straight line. Okay? So I'm going to mark it right here after the 5th space, because that tells me that's where I need to stop. And then I'm going to cut along this edge right here. And then I'll have my 5-frame. So now I'm ready to cut. Remember, if you have trouble, ask an adult. All right, here we go. So I'm going to cut along that edge right where I drew the line. Try to keep it as straight as you can to be a straight cut. And then I'm going to cut down this line because that is where the 5th space was. Now I have my 5-frame, and I know it's a 5-frame because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So I'm going to put that aside. There's my 5-frame. Now I'm going to work on my 10-frame. How many spaces do you think a 10-frame has to have? Well, if you said 10, you're right. So I have enough right here for my 10-frame. So let's see. A 10-frame has 5 on top and 5 on the bottom. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on top and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom. So I'll draw my line. And to make the 10-frame, all I have to do is to cut down this edge, and then I'll have my 10-frame. So let's see. I'm ready to cut. Turn it this way, and here I go, right down the line. I'm going to try to make it as straight as possible. There we go. And this part I don't need. I can use it, I guess, to make a caterpillar or a insect or something, but I'm going to put this away for later. And here I have my 10-frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's my 10-frame and there's my 5-frame. And I'm ready to use my 10-frame and my 5-frame for counting. You know what makes really good counters? Pennies make really good counters. So if you have some pennies lying around your house, go ahead and get them to use for counters. Make sure you ask a parent first though. All right, so here we go. I can use my 5-frame first, and if I want to put 3 in my 5 frame, I would say 1, 2, 3. And there I have 3 in my 5 frame. And I notice that I need 2 more to make 5. Now I can also use the 10 frame for my math activities. If my teacher tells me to put 6 counters in my 10 frame, I can go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know that that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more is 6. And then I notice that I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more, and I'll have 10. And that's how you make a 10 frame and a 5 frame out of an egg carton. Why don't you give it a try?